This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up, back with another one. So today I'm going to show you this clip of Cam talking about that Lox and Dipset rap battle.
Keyshawn's brother, Kelvin Davis, lost for the first time by majority decision to his opponent, Nahir. Keyshawn and his older brother, Keon, then teamed up to jump Nahir backstage, and they had to be escorted by security. So the reason I say jump is they're claiming that they didn't jump him, they just had him, but the opponent, Nahir, is saying that they jumped him. All depends on what your definition of being jumped is.
You didn't jump him, you head him? That's crazy.
Depends on what your definition of jumping is. So, but there was a confirmed altercation. There's videos, all of that. So how do you feel about the way they handled their brother's loss? Because they didn't involve the two of them. They, the opponent, Nahir, was celebrating backstage. They heard it. They went inside and, put hands on it.
I think it's very unprofessional, but just think about if you walk past the room killer and like, yeah, I got that, yo. I was going to knock that out, and he talking crazy about you as you walking past.
I had to deal with that at the VERZUZ. I conducted myself like a professional and just kept walking.
Yeah.
And that might have been worse than that. That was a whipping. So yeah, you have to control yourself,
yeah, you
man.
gotta control yourself. Yeah, because he walking past here. Yeah, I smoked that in his backyard and all that. And he heard it. He said, oh, word. He said, I wish I see them walking past. I tell them they pay. You tell them to they pay. I tell them the mother to their pay. And then he heard it. He said, what? We going in there. Yeah. Not that was right, but I understand. Like Chris Rock said. They went in there and then they butted them. That's UFC. You can't be doing that. Come on. You guys are supposed to be creating a company, creating a brand. You got people working hard for you guys. You can't be doing that, man. You gotta let the goons do that if you was gonna do that.
Well, listen, to your point, what you just said be true, because be acting like said something they did. Like said my mother. Nobody said your mother, bro. You hearing it, man. You bugging, my nigga.
That's when they just want a problem with you.
Absolutely, 100%. You got to think, let's lay the scenario out for the Davis brothers. It's three brothers. The first brother couldn't fight because he's overweight. Second brother won. Third brother lose. So two brothers took an L, and now you right next door celebrating. They upset.
You can tell Cam'ron's really reflecting on that whole moment. It's not even just about losing. It's more about what that battle represented for New York hip-hop.
I actually seen the interview. What's the young man's name that one fight?
Albright.
Nahir, yeah.
Yeah, Albright.
Yeah.
I seen him afterwards. I seen his press conference afterwards. What he did confirm was that they were next door, and this from out his mouth verbatim, they were next door celebrating, and then they must have heard them and came in. He didn't say that they jumped him. He said that Keyshawn got in his face, grabbed him his shirt, butted him. Right. And then they all broke it up. After that, the security came and everything else. And what he said was, it was unprofessional, but he felt better when the brother that he beat came and apologized, and Terrence Crawford came in his locker room and said, pardon them for their unprofessionalism. And he was more hyped that he got a picture with Terrence Crawford than anything else.
Cam'ron recently spoke about the situation involving boxer Keyshawn Davis and his brothers, who confronted their brother's opponent after a loss, saying that while he understands emotions can explode in the heat of the moment, especially when someone nearby is bragging or talking disrespectfully, there's still a line between reacting as a man and carrying yourself like a professional. He used his own experience during the Dipset and the Lox rap battle as an example of that balance. He explained that during that night, tensions were sky high, pride was on the line, and the energy backstage could have turned ugly fast, but he made a choice to control himself and not let the situation spiral. Cam said that after that battle, Dipset took a major loss, not only in pride but financially, missing out on a multi-million-dollar tour that could have changed the team's trajectory. Instead of feeding into negativity or getting caught up in public embarrassment, he stayed composed and reminded himself that business and reputation matter more than ego. Cam reflected on how easy it is to let pride trick you into making emotional decisions that destroy opportunities, whether in music, sports, or life in general. He said that true strength isn't about who can yell the loudest or throw the first. It's about who can take a loss, swallow the pride, and keep building.